launching in.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Hey, come on, 21G.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Third and 8.
Tua going to throw. And going to find the open man. That's complete. And he has it on first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 21 T. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Hurts to throw. Time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. Here's 3rd and 10. Sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So Miami coming. Drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Time on three, kick.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Achane on the counter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Keely Ringo puts it off. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Second down, here's Hurts. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line,
touchdown! Quez Watkins from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Through the pick before, could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him?
Tua on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flush to his right. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. Motion left, Smith. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's caught by Chosen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tua now on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Chosen. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tua now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
King, Bill King, Bill King. Hey, Silver. Hey. Go Silver, ready? Hey.
From the 35 on second down. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
They've got his man complete, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And that's going to be another first down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Once again, it's Swift. Down to about the 32. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Crowd left Yanni. Hey, easy, 63, 6. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Hey, 73, 73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
63, 63.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
And quickly they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard.
Looking to pass. Tua. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, it's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. There he goes, right side. Oh, some strong running. And all the way down to the 35. Back now in Miami. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Got his man. It's Gainwell. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell, 33 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jalen Waddle. A huge play there on the screen pass. 75 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Watkins in motion left. Here's Hurts to throw.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
In motion left is Watkins. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Across midfield. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now, 1st down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here comes Mostert. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 26 yards. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 63 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And now an audible here into something else. They'll try to run with Swift.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one, because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's a gain of 7.
On third down, H.M. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
He was brought down by Sidney Brown.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down by 13. A minute 55 remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Hey, 73, 73, 73.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. They're going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Dolphins tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Now he's free to midfield. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Let's go.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
20, TX.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 14-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Some strong running at the 20. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Hey, 21, TX.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Now, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.
here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he returns this to the 22. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. You just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, it's rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll try and run here with Swift. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They will run for it with Gainwell. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Tua now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go. H.M. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him offsides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Open net is Waddle, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, 21 TA.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A 4-yard loss makes it 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Brown goes in motion left. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
In motion left comes Brown. From the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
63.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Again, it's Achane. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Down at the 25.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's Mostert again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Come on 3, kick. Ready.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now and get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Brown goes in motion left. From the gun, here's Swift. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
63.
They'll set up a throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. 73. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Christian Wilkins. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3.
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line. 21G.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Stiff-armed him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, come on.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Achane.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now what we're we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, watch it, Oscar. 20, TX.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Solo left side. 21G, 21G.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
And I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You tell them downfield, they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's the backup Mariota.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. inside the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And out now come the Eagles.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now here's a pass on foot.
Away and incomplete. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought because off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second down, here's Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
63, 63, 63. Hey, easy, 63, 63, pass. Round left, Yanni. Round left, Yanni.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second and 10, Hurts. Here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Some one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Miami. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be third and forever.
Go Silver, ready?
He'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets it down to the 32. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
63, 63, 63. Hey, easy, 63, 63, pass.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell, 32 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Turbo 3, kick.
They'll give this to Achane. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
All right, fellas, listen up. Hey, 21 TX. Solo left Zion. Hey.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And all the way in for the Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 13. A minute 52 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Kyle Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Great. Crowd left Yanni. Hey, 73. 73. Crowd left Yanni.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Crowd left Yanni. Tiger Hornet. Hey. Delta.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
21G.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
73.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
63. Crowd left Yanni.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the...
Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And we are underway from Miami.
Taken at the goal line.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Let's go. Watch it, Oscar.
Throwing to start here is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A couple of Alabama guys here. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 56 yards. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Williams, the man in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Goff.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. Tracked in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running free at the 45. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Again, it's Achane.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua.
That ball caught. It's chosen.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back to throw, Goff. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jared Goff for the Lion offense heading out. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive.
Go. 4 down.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Ric Flair. Listen.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
How about you? Solo left Zion.
Tua now on 1st down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
They'll run with Mostert.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So the 2 teams will head to the... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
76.
Goff finds Gibbs on the check down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. This is Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Tua going to run the sneak.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So out now come the Lions.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon Achane,
30 yards.
And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Fourth down, a give to Gibbs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams.
That is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now Goff looking to change the play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Maverick! Here we go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
An audible here to get a new look.
17.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And now here is another interception.
Brandon Jones picking it up. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
20, TX. Out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards.
And the Dolphins continue to pull it on here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 42.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A gain of 16 yards.
Goff going to shift him around. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, this one take it all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Sanders.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
4 down.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out right at the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion left comes Williams. On 1st and 10, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Play action. It's Goff.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Tua signaling to change things up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Tua. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. But really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah,
and now here's another interception. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.